I just saw a great news story on Bloomberg. United Nations investigates Saudi Aramco for possible human rights abuses related to climate change caused by fossil fuels. No, please read that again and think about it. What is there to think about? It's all on the surface, and it's incredibly beautiful. The United Nations has finally found those responsible for global warming, and it's Saudi Arabia's main company, a country which, coincidentally, has apparently just joined the BRICS. I will allow myself one more quote to finally clarify this situation. The UN Working Group on Human Rights and Transnational Corporations has informed the company that it is considering allegations that Aramco's activities are contrary to the goals, duties and obligations under the Paris Agreement on climate change and adversely affect the promotion and protection of human rights in the context of climate change. Saudi Aramco has proven to be the ultimate climate evil, not ExxonMobil, not Shell or TotalEnergies. Does this surprise you? Not at all. What surprises me is the speed with which it all happened. Although there is nothing surprising here either. Saudi Arabia has been behaving very ugly for a long time, and there were epiphanies about its joining BRICS. So the UN was prepared in advance. I am sure of it. It was prepared at the behest of the US State Department, to which it is obviously fully subordinate. No, I'm not talking about the UN member states. I'm talking about the Secretariat, the executive bodies of this organization, because I find it hard to imagine that the entire UN by universal vote initiated this investigation. Surely most UN countries learnt about it as I did, from a news story in Bloomberg. The whole world is agonizing about Saudi Aramco, which is purposely and maliciously changing the climate. I don't know for what reason. Probably because it's very cold in Saudi Arabia and they want warmth. Well, what else can you think of? But the beautiful thing is that when the Saudis say that yes, it's our fault, so bad. We sold oil to stimulate greenhouse gas emissions and give the planet a universal bath. They will say they won't sell any more oil because they will repent and sprinkle their heads with ashes from the natural fires that supposedly resulted from global warming. And then what will happen? Not much of anything, just the collapse of the world economy. It will not even be a rise in prices, but simply a complete absence of petrol, diesel fuel, paraffin, fuel oil and other petroleum products in all countries of the world. Industry would stop, shops would be empty, electricity would disappear, and people would start dying, which, by the logic of climate advocates, is not a bad thing. But in reality, one thing will happen: a worldwide catastrophe. And it's not because it's Saudi Aramco. Something similar would happen if any major oil company announced a production shutdown. And now the cherry on the cake: the most oil in the world is produced in the US. Yes, the same nasty black sludge that burns up and taints the planet's climate. And American oil is no different from Saudi oil. It's not environmentally friendly, and the molecules in it are exactly the same. But would it occur to the UN to investigate the US? The question is rhetorical, because the answer is known.